Hello and welcome to the Reaper channel. So we are in round 2 of Bloody Battle. I'm on my first attack. I am going up against Chimister. I am going up against Bulklug. I am going up against Frost Snout. And I am going up against Shimmer Scale. I have brought in Alyssa for her passive, for the weaker Megas passive, for the Garrison Guard there. I have brought in Sizzle-O-Matic because he's a hit-all who will also boost attack for all allies and reflect status elements. I have brought in Von Rothbart to silence my enemies. I have brought in my red Troop Mimic for his attack power boost there. He gets plus 100 attack for all allies for 4 turns, for all fire allies. And I have brought in Grovert for his Moth Dust and his Mega Fiend. So let's go ahead and take this clean. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully your war is starting well. Hopefully your day is going well as well. Alright, so first I see a red shard here in the center. 3 of those tiles are going to Ghosting Lane. Alright. That was some good mana just in. So I will go ahead and use that shard. And next, I will go after Bulklug. I'm going to use my Mimic first, get my power up for Sizzle-O-Matic, and then I will target Shimmer Scale. Next, I will ghost these 3 purple tiles down the center, get Von Rothbart going, and for a moment, I'm going to save those Von Rothbart special. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and continue to work the ghosting lanes and see if I can get something going here. I want Chimister's immunity to go away. So I'm going to continue to work these ghosting lanes. Alright, let's get the green tiles here. Sometimes you just have to be patient. So now we're going to reflect any status elements where she resisted because of her immunity. I'm going to use this bomb here so I can get those 2 green tiles in the ghosting lanes. And that was a good cascade just in. Alright. I'm getting somewhere. Alright. So now I can go after Shimmer Scale with my my Mimic. That takes out Shimmer Scale. I will go ahead and heal real quick. Use Grovert special to apply a Mega Fiend. And then I will bring up my attack boost here with Sizzle-O-Matic and get the finish with Von Rothbart. And she dodged that. Alright. So let's go ahead and... Oh, there it goes. Thanks for watching the Reaper channel. Please hit that subscribe button. Hello and welcome back to the Reaper channel. So I'm on my second attack of the second round of Bloody Battle. I'm going up against Costume Shia 2. I'm going up against Fergus. I'm going up against Costume Medea, and I'm also going up against Pip. So I've brought in Costume Agrafina for her weaker Megas passive. I've brought in Sluggish for her dance mechanics. Each dodge from her dance mechanics will deal 1600 damage to the caster. I brought in Glass of Sarnia for her hit-all, her high damage output, as well as her bypass defensive buffs and her defense down mechanic. I have brought in Zed for some elemental pairing with Agrafina and some sniping and defense down, and I have brought in Lemonwood in an effort to swipe a team once their mana is full. So let's go ahead and take this clean. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully your war is going well. Alright, so first I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take these yellows in the center. Alright, there's a decent cascade there. So let's go ahead and take the blues in the center next. That sets up a purple shard, which should get rid of Fergus. Alright, so Fergus is down. So next I will use... Actually, you know what? I was going to do Agrafina's ×1 charge, which would have dropped her defense down and everything, but I think it might be more valuable to use this purple shard and aim for her ×2 charge. So once I get her ×2 charge fired off, then every time I get touched, our attack goes up, our defense goes up. And normally we'd be getting boosted health over time, but it's bloody battle, so there is no healing. So let me go after Medea because she can be a pain. All right, so Medea is now down. All right, that was a nice cascade right there. All right, so let me go ahead and take their defense down and give them some damage over time. Next, I will get some dance mechanics going with Sluggish. I will now go after Pip with Glass of Sarnia. All right, that dealt some nice hefty damage. Let's go ahead and take that defense down even more with Zed. And I will fire away with Lemonwood and see what we end up with here. All right, so those are the Sandhill Cranes out behind my house. All right, so let's go ahead and take these yellows here and get some movement with the tiles. I will continue to ghost yellow tiles and get Lemonwood going for the finish. Thanks for watching the Reaper channel. Please hit that subscribe button. Hello and welcome back to the Reaper channel. So I am on my third attack in the second round of Bloody Battle. I am about to take a takedown attempt. I am going up against Brimstone. I am going up against ×4 Glass Sartana. I'm going up against Rothagar. I'm going up against Costume Sun Quan. And I'm also going up against Lemonwood. So I am bringing in Melody Muse for her immunity. I'm bringing in Yolanda for her hit 3, the bleed damage that comes from her hit 3, as well as her enhanced dodge mechanic. I'm bringing in Fergus for his mana control as well as his mega minion, and I'm also bringing in Costume Bastet for her hit all, the defensive stacks that any allies will receive upon dodge, and I'm also bringing her in for her dodge mechanic. I've also brought in my green Ascension Mimic for some hit 3 as well as damage over time. So let's go ahead and take this battle. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully your day is going well. Our war is starting out lovely. Alright, so I'm going to take these yellows and reds. Then I will slide this red tile to the left and set up that movement there with the red tiles. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and use these 4 blue tiles in the center. Next I will use this bomb. All right, so let's go ahead and use this blue set here. I'm gonna slide it down to create the combo multiplier for the blues down below and the yellows above that. There's a good cascade. All right, Fergus, his passive just gave him more mana, as well as Yolanda. So let me go ahead and use Fergus real quick, control their mana, and pull out a Mega Minion. I will go after Rothgar with Yolanda. Alright, that does some really nice damage. So next, I'm going to use the blue tiles here in the center and see if I can set something up. Alright, so the Mega Minion just took down Rothgar. So now I'm going to go ahead and start ghosting down the center here. And I will use the bomb up here at the top. Alright, so let's go ahead and use the yellows at the top, set up Melody Muse. Let me heal with some, well, it's Bloody Battle, so there is no healing, but I can go ahead and get myself some immunity. Next, I will use these 3 greens to go after my Mimic's special skill, and I will target Sun Quan, who's about ready to flash Now I'll go after him with Yolanda and see if I can prevent him from even firing off his special skill. No, he evaded that. Okay, so let's go with the purple tiles here. Set up a combo multiplier with the blues. All right, Lemonwood is down. All right. Next, I will continue to target Sun Quan. And let me start ghosting down these ghosting lanes. All right, so Sun Quan is now down. I will now use this bomb over here in the ghosting lane, see if I can get something moving with the tiles. So now I'll go ahead and refresh my Mega Minion and control mana. Alright. Let's go ahead and ghost these yellows. That gets me some immunity going. I'll go ahead and use these 3 green tiles. Alright, so that was just short. I was hoping that would give my Mimic enough mana. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this and let the Mega Minion get the finish. Maybe tile damage? Okay, there we go. Thanks for watching the Reaper channel. Please hit that subscribe button. Good morning and welcome to the Reaper channel. So I am about to take this easy clean for 20 points. I am going up against Saris and I am going up against Samwa Haki. I have brought in Zhu Zhiliang, I have brought in Mael, I have brought in Ludwig, I've brought in Cupido, and I've brought in Talesi. So let's go ahead and take this clean. Hopefully your war is going well. We are looking like we're going to win this war. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take these red tiles into Samahaki. Next I will ghost these red tiles here. And go after Saris. There's Mayo. And that should be for the finish. Thanks for watching the Reaper channel. Please hit that subscribe button. Hello and welcome back to the Reaper channel. So I'm about to take this clean for 23 points. I am going up against Salome, Dapper, and Shimmer Scale. I am bringing in Lu Shin, Costume Amos, Costume Diachan, Peregrine, as well as Horus. So let's go ahead and take this clean. Hopefully your day is going well. Thank you for tuning in. Alright, so let's go ahead and take this blue shard real quick down the ghosting lanes. And I will use these 4 greens real quick. Next I will use these 3 greens and ghost one of the greens. And let's go after Dapper and set up some enhanced dodge. Let's get some buff stealing minions going. So let's ghost those 3 purple tiles. And let's ghost some green tiles. Alright, let's go after Dapper with Amos. And now let's use this bomb here and see if that's enough to take out Shimmer Scale. It is. Alright, so now let's ghost these 3 greens. And of course there's the Cascade. Alright. So this should be for the finish here. Thanks for watching the Reaper channel. Please hit that subscribe button. Hello and welcome back to the Reaper channel. So I am on my final attack. I am going to take this takedown. This is my second time I've been farming this team during this war. I am going up against Brimstone. I'm going up against Times 4 Sartana. I'm going up against Rothgar. I'm going up against Costume Sun Quan. And I'm going up against Lemonwood. So I brought in Toon Bibica, Costume Porthos, Li Kui, Gold Drip, and Burnin. Let's go ahead and take this takedown. Again, hopefully your war is going well. Thank you again for tuning in. Alright, so let's go ahead and take these green tiles. See if I can set something up here. Alright, so there goes 4 reds and 3 blues. Some more greens. Let's go ahead and take these 3 reds. Go after Rothgar. And taunt. Alright, so let's go ahead and target Brimstone. And let's get Li Kui back. And let's target Rothgar. Alright, Rothgar down. Both wings are down. And let's go after Sun Quan. Alright. And taunt. Bypassed. Alright, so let me go ahead and heal and cleanse. And let's go after... Well, that's right. There is bloody battle, so there is no healing. But I cleansed and got my defense up. Sun Quan is down. I'm going to continue to ghost. Alright. And let's do some high damage output. And let's go after her with Li Kui. Thanks for watching the Reaper channel. Please hit that subscribe button.